So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be turning 24. Probably by the time you're watching this, I will already be 24. And in this video, I just wanted to tell you about the 10 things that I would have told my 18-year-old self on things that I wish I had known or I can do better of during that time and age. And keep in mind, I'm super grateful for everything that I've done. And I just wanted to share this to any other 18-year-olds out there that might be having that feeling of becoming an adult. And this is the things that I've learned that I want to pass down to you. So number one, you want to change your environment. One of the things that I did that I think I thankfully did after graduating high school or after I turned 18 was changing my environment. So whether that being moving out to a new city, going to a new college, or simply moving out of your parents' house. So when I turned 18 after graduating high school, I ended up going to college, and honestly, changing my environment was one of the best things that I've ever done for myself. The reason is because you wanted to expose yourself to new ideas, new cultures, and even new way of thinking. Now, I strongly believe if you do stay at your parents' house or not change your environment, you won't be able to expose yourself to these new ideas, and it won't help you develop and grow your own social skills when you're about to go into the young adulthood world. So the action step that I would tell you to do during this phase would be to either move out of your parents' home, go to a college, or at least simply try the best way you can to move to a different part of the city. That way you can truly be on your own and have a completely new environment that you are not comfortable of, so that you can grow and develop your personality. Number two is trying out as many things as possible. This is one of the things that I wish I had done a lot more of right when I was 18 years old. So whether it being new hobbies, new sports, new type of workouts, or even new experiences. When I was 18, the main thing that was on my mind is how can I get a good career? So literally I would, while doing college at the same time, so I was just grind. And I wish I had dedicated more time to find out about other hobbies and things that I just genuinely want to do now. Things like playing music or producing music. That's probably something that I wish I had learned from an earlier stage. Now, guaranteed, I had a hobby already coming into college, which is videography and photography, but I kind of stopped during that time because I told myself I wanted to get a job, I wanted to study for college, and I kind of took all my hobbies to a pause. So my advice to you in this step is to make sure that you make some time to create new hobbies and to discover new ones. I personally think you should be in your exploration phase at this point, and you wanted to make sure to explore as many different things as possible as you learn about yourself a lot more. And number three, this might be the most controversial one yet, but I think you should go to college. So I think one of the best experiences that I've ever had was in college. So I went to San Diego State University. I graduated in the year of 2022 with the degree in international business. And honestly, I think college was one of the best must-have experience. And here is why. Whether you choose to go to a community college or a state college or even Ivy League college, not only that you will get a lot of knowledge from the professors and the classes, that's cool and all that. But at the same time, when you're put in these situations, you will learn about so many different characteristics of life. You'll meet people with completely opposite values as you. It's kind of like a melting pot. College is like a melting pot where everybody goes there, they share ideas, you learn how to interact and work with other types of people, especially if you're active and you join clubs, you join after-school activities. College honestly did a lot for me in terms of my personal development. So one of the tips that I think not a lot of people talk about when it comes to college is you want to make sure to pick a college not only that has a good name and has a good education, but also at the same time, that college is in a city where you want to work after you graduate. So again, I went to San Diego State and I'm currently here in San Diego building my business after college. And the reason why this is so important is because that specific college is tied in and have a lot of resources within the areas in that city. So say you wanted to get into production in Hollywood, you wanted to make sure you go to school in LA or maybe in north of LA, specifically near the Anaheim, Glendale, and Burbank area that has connections with the film industry. Another tip that I think would be crucial to making the best out of your college experience would be to join clubs, activities, fraternities, all those things that interest you. And the reason is going back into meeting that many people that are thinking differently than you, have a different walks of life than you, and it's a great way to share ideas, and it will improve your skills in communication and also increasing your social networks at the same time, which is really what college is all about. Number 4 is I would learn about health and fitness. So I didn't do this until probably in my 20s, in my 21 years old. I've always known that you can go to the gym and all that, but I never really truly understand why I'm going to the gym, the type of workout. I was just kind of going in there trying to lift weights and feel good, right? But when I started honing into learning a specific thing about health and fitness, what to eat, what kind of exercise to do, how to do them correctly, you can avoid a lot more injuries. You can make your workouts more efficient. So say if you want to be a weightlifter, which is what I used to do, you want to make sure you tailor your workout towards that specific goal. And learning about health and fitness is going to go such a long way. One thing that I can tell you is make sure your forms are all correct. Back in my earlier journey in fitness, I always tried to just lift the heaviest weight. And a lot of times, thank God I did not get injured, but I've seen a lot of my friends that got some sort of injury from lifting those heavy weights and not doing exercises correctly. So just making sure that you pay attention to the specific forms that you're about to do in that workouts to make sure that you're doing it the right way. Number 5 is I would start creating healthy habits right away. Especially when you're 18, this is the time for you to create a healthy habits. What is healthy habits of eating, studying, working? You want to start incorporating these habits by creating a routine, because a lot of the times once you're out of your parents' home, you don't have that supervision and you feel like you can do anything. And that's kind of basically what I did when I first got into college. I had no sense of routines. Like I had no schedule when it comes to what time I was going to go to sleep. I had no time that I would block off to go study. I kind of just studied here and there. And if I would have done things differently, I would have a more structured routine when it comes to working out, when it comes to studying, when it comes to working, when it comes to socializing, all of those things. Because when you create a routine and creating a habit, it will pay off in the longer run. And start creating a healthy habit as early as possible. Bonus tip on this is get a planner as soon as possible. I didn't get a planner until I was like 20 or 19, so I was kind of just going about my day. But when you start having a planner and start knowing what exactly you want to do throughout your day or throughout your week, you can start developing a habit very, very quickly. Number 6, with the planner, also have a calendar. Now, listen, I'm not sponsored by Google Calendar, but Google Calendar is one of the best things that you can have, okay? You want to start planning your week and start building that routine in a calendar. I always recommend Google Calendar. People like Notion or ClickUp or whatever they use. So pick whatever calendar is your choice, or even Apple Calendar. But having a calendar is such a good idea to organize and track your day to make sure you're spending your time wisely. Number 7 would be to trust your gut. Now, scientifically speaking, when you get that feeling in your stomach that like, I don't think I should do this, there is some sort of evolutionary chemistry that's going on inside your body, because we've gone through so much evolution that we know what could hurt our body and our longevity, right? So trust your gut in the things that you do. If you think this is the right thing to do, you should do it. If you think you shouldn't be doing this, don't do that. Trust your gut. Especially when it comes to peer pressure, when you're 18 and in this age, you get people and your friends wants to go out, do ridiculous stuff, which, it's fun and all that, but make sure you trust your gut. When you think something is dangerous and you don't want to do it, trust it. Don't fall under peer pressure and just kind of do it because it's cool with everybody. Hey, you should take this, you should take that, you should try this. If your gut says no, don't do it, okay? Just trust it because your body knows you more than your mind can. Number 8 is you want to protect your energy. Now, this is the thing that I just barely learned this year as a 23-year-old. In a span of a day, everybody has 24 hours and you have the same amount of energy day after day. So you want to always protect your energy. And the way you do this is you want to cut out any drama, negativity in your life. I wish I had done that a lot sooner way back then with a lot of my friend groups and stuff. I know it's tough when you have to separate from a friend group, or maybe you don't just align with the same goals anymore. But it happens. It's just life and this is how it is. Let me just tell you this straight up. So Whether it's like a bad relationship, whether it's being like bad friendship, drama, negativity, you want to just cut that off because your energy is too precious. Because even if it's not affecting you physically, if it's still taking up mental space in your brain, that's the energy out of that 24 hours that you're wasting on this specific issue or topic or person. So if you notice that there's some sort of negativity or someone that's not supporting you, just literally cut him off right away. Protect your energy at all costs. If you have big goals, make sure you surround yourself with that energy of people that are also going to push yourself forward. And on the opposite end, if you have people or you've seen people or you're hanging out around people that are not going to bring you forward, make sure to cut them off, because you always have to protect your energy and don't waste any of the mental space. Number 9 is there are millions of ways to make money. Now, this is one of the things that I wish I had learned earlier. Right after I graduated high school, I had a typical Asian parents where they would want me to become an engineer and study and get a safe corporate job. Well, that works with a lot of people. At the time, I knew inside that I didn't want to do corporate life. I got a couple of internships during college at a marketing agency at a different company, and I knew that corporate is not really for me, but I just didn't know an alternative otherwise. So I'm here to tell you that there are so many ways to make money, especially in this day and age with technology, with content creation. I've learned so many things from YouTube. I started my business from learning it through YouTube. So there's a lot of knowledge out there. You can do drop shipping, you can start an agency, you can take photos or videos for people, you can be an event planner. You can create a community, you can do affiliates, you can make videos and tell people about other things. There's just infinite ways to make money. I even know people that literally what they do is they coordinate travel planners. They're just travel planners. They love researching hotels and then looking at the best hotels to go to. And they end up just doing that for other people. So don't limit yourself to a specific things that you don't like just in the name of money. Going to 9 to 5 works. If you want to be a doctor and lawyer, it works. It's great if you do, but don't feel like that's the only thing that you have to do to make money. There's other ways to make money, and especially with YouTube, you can learn anything that you want on the internet. And last but not least, number 10 is have fun. So if I were to tell myself, just have more fun, man. Especially when you're 18, it's the best time of your life. You have the most amount of energy. You literally want to just explore with friends, again, positively, right? Have fun, responsible. And, these are the memories that you'll look back several years later and you wish oh man, I wish I can get back to that spot. And it's actually true. As someone that's in my mid 20s, I wanted to make sure to tell you guys that time will always go by. There's always going to be work to do. But those memories and the experiences that you are doing or you're currently experiencing with your friends, significant other, whatnot, make sure you're present and in the moment. Again, keep it positive, keep it responsible, and have fun. Because at the end of the day, that's the only things that we're going to have is memories of all the good things that we all do in our life. So make sure you have fun. And that's it. That's the 10 things that I wish I would have told my 18-year-old self. Again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. You can subscribe and comment what you think. If you think I'm missing any things, or if you want to tell any advice, any stories, make sure you drop them in the comments. But until then, I will see you on the next video. Peace out.